Tips on how to rent a car in Costa Rica. Hola amigos, hey friends, this is Ozzy from Wanderlust Syndrome, where the voyage is contagious. Today I am in La Fortuna, Costa Rica, staying at the wonderful Casa Luna Hotel and Spa. Today we're going to talk about on how to get a rent-a-car in Costa Rica. Number 1, get it. The best way to see Costa Rica, in my opinion, is to rent a car. Renting a car will allow you to reach other destinations. You'll get the freedom, you get to set the pace. Also, it will save you money, in my opinion. It might not seem that way, but compared to the other forms of transportation, such as renting a private driver or taking a tour group, you are going to save money and time if you rent your own car. With that said, you will have the freedom and independence. It's only limited on your time and resources when you rent the car. 2, no haggling. When my family came in late in San Jose, we went into the Hertz building to get our car. We saw this guy who had family there. He was yelling and screaming and getting upset because he thought when he was going to rent his car that he was going to pay only 1,200 colones, when really he was going to pay $1,200 to rent the car. So he wasted time in just trying to argue the price, saying that he was confused. He was, I guess you could say, lied to, in the sense that instead of being told that he was going to pay $1,200 rather than colones, that he got upset. Eventually, after the few back and forth going between the representative of Hertz and the guy just signed the paper. He spun it off, probably because he saw us, my family, coming in, and we was like, okay, you need to speed up the process. Look, Costa Rica is expensive and you are on vacation. The last thing you need to worry about is trying to save a few cents. You're going to spend a lot of money in Costa Rica. There's just no ifs, ors, or buts, and there's no way to save so much money when you're renting the car. There's no haggling, there's no arguing. Whatever the set price is, that's the price. So for people who are coming in, make sure you do your homework, make sure you get in the car, and make sure that the price is what it says, and you understand that it means in US dollars, because that's how it's going to be sold to you when you purchase the rental car. You are renting the car in US dollars, not in colones. So make sure you understand that. Also, if you see a family coming in or someone that's trying to rent the car because they just want to get in, go to their hotel, sleep, or just get out of San Jose, don't waste their time. Make sure you understand that you're on vacation, they are on vacation too, and the last thing they want is to see you get stressed and yell and scream at the rental guy who is just trying to do his job, and just make it easy on all of you and just get your car and go. Third tip is get a 4x4. Costa Rica is a different driving style. I don't think it's a very dangerous place as many YouTubers tend to say it is, or other bloggers or travelers who's been to Costa Rica. I don't think it's different than, say, driving in Washington DC, or driving the back roads, or LA, or even New York City, or any major city that you could think of. Driving in Costa Rica is a challenge, but getting a 4x4 will help, especially when you go out to the dirt roads. When you go out to the dirt roads, they tend to be windy, and they tend to be a lot of hills and mountains that you gotta climb up. When you get a 4x4, it's going to be helpful because you can set out 4x4, especially when it rains. If it rains, the ground might be slippery. That 4x4 will allow you to control the car. Yes, it's going to be a little bit pricey than compared to getting a 2-wheel control car, but I guarantee you, you'll see everybody who's a tourist pretty much drive a 4x4, and there's a reason for that, because the terrain here can be rough. So get a 4x4. 4, use your phone. If you have this, use this to your advantage. This phone right here, or your phone right here, is your tool to renting a car. It is a very valuable tool. Everyone has it, so you might as well use it while you're renting your car. Use this to take pictures. Also, not just take pictures when you're doing the inspection, also do a 360 at least one time and record as you are inspecting the car, making sure that everything is good. By having this as your weapon to protect yourself when you return the car, if they complain about something like there's a scratch or some kind of dent, you have this recording which you can show and review that this was already there in the first place. Now they're going to mark it and you're going to see all the scratches, but it's better to use this phone to help you out, or your phone to help you out, to make sure that you're not being ripped off by your rental car agency. So make sure that you use this phone, do a 360 sweep of the car, go inside, record inside, make sure the gas is good, record that, make sure that everything is good and you have it. Also, say the date when you're finished recording. You can review it and say, hey, this is when I recorded it on this date, and I said that on this date, and they cannot argue with you. So make sure that you use this phone. Number 5, children restraint seats. Now this part is going to focus on parents who have kids still sitting in car seats. I want to give you heads up that if you rent a car, you might not be able to fit the seat in there, or you might have a little bit difficult doing it. Many of the cars don't have the hooks to hook in the car seat. Also, when you are trying to use the seat belt as a restraint, you'll realize that some of them might not have the click to be able to lock in the car seat, to lock in your child. So if you get into an accident, I hope that none of you do, but if you get in an accident, that your child might not be restrained properly because it might not have that locking mechanism with the seatbelt. So just be cautious and realize that you might get a car that happens. My advice to you is either you'll be a very good driver and not get in an accident, or request a vehicle, maybe try to pay a little bit more so you can get a newer vehicle that has that mechanism when you're using the car seats. Hi, my name is Ozzy Alejandro and you're on my channel, Wanderlust Syndrome. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and share this video, and come along with my journey as I explore the world and sharing unique views, advice, and stories.